Wow. So that means if it was to like break, this would be an island.
No.
Essentially.
That's what that means.
Yeah, because look, here's the fault. But I mean, if there was to be like a major earthquake.
But I believe faults, they do this.
Yeah, they do.
So
they do that.
They wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Faults are like that versus like, or maybe faults are like this. Either way, they're not going away from each other.
Yeah, it depends on what type of fault it is.
No,
If it's a
fault
slide.
is its own one. Fault is its own one, and then there's different names for some things. I think. I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
Okay, earthquake. Scientists.
I took oceanography. I don't know a lot about
what would
the
they be?
ocean.
Earth science geologist.
Yeah,
I have no
I've
idea.
taken many earth science classes. Thank you.
I know you learned about it in earth science, but
Oh, there's nobody here for now, so I think I could take this off comfortably. What do you think?
I think you're fine.
Baby said I'm gonna leave mine on.
Hopefully, we're still on the correct one
I don't know what it just
because it had a fork.
fork for no reason.
Yeah. The earthquake trail.
Earthquake trail. I don't want an earthquake buggy.
Oh, look, poppies.
Pretty. They're little poppies, baby poppies. Poppets. Poppy. Oh. Baby, come read this to me. I can't read.
Sculpting land and life. The San Andreas Fault has sculpted the California landscape, yet the mile-wide fault zone is hard for the untrained eye to discern until it is seen from above. Study this picture looking south down the Omil Valley under the vineyard of towns. Forests and meadows, you will discover the San Andreas, a force of change that shapes the land and life upon it. Wow. Oh, this is very bright. There you go. Shaping the landscape. As the fault continues under Tamales Bay and its straight path is hard to mistake. Friction, grinding, and movement northwest are the hands that shape the land.
Cute.
For kids curious about earthquakes, look around and you'll see hills and valleys. Our earth is always at work shaping what you see. Some changes happen slowly, but there are sudden movements that make the earth shake, called earthquakes. Follow the signs along this trail to learn how earthquakes happen, thanks to the West Marine School students who helped us with the drawing. This girl and her dog just experienced an earthquake. To learn more about what happened and where, read the signs on the trail. I realized I left the batteries charging inside the car. Hopefully they don't drain my battery. I don't think it will because it's a day, but still, you know.
Mm-hmm. Flip-flop. Flip-flop noises. Do you think the earthquake did that?
Earthquakes in there?
Earthquake did that. It made the tree fall.
Oh, probably, yeah. Did clean cuts like that too.
Wow, that's a strong earthquake.
Oh, look, this is dill.
No, that's dead.
Dead dill, yes, but I think it was probably dill.
They're all dead.
No, that one's alive in the back. Okay, baby.
Me?
Yes.
Living in a geological moment. If lifetimes were measured in eons rather than years, we would witness tremendous movement and change along the western edge of North America. The San Andreas Fault, the boundary between the North American and Pacific plates, is part of a 30 million year geological story that is unfolding. This is 20 million years ago. The subducting plate is going under SF, and this under SF still, and this not SF anymore. I don't know where that is.
Bless you.
And then there's an arrow going this way
Uh-huh.
for some reason. And then that's the plate boundary. And then
Huh.
this is 11 million years ago. So this one is see, it says SF, but like that wasn't San Francisco 20 million years ago.
Oh, okay. Because this one says, I was like, why is the map? Because it says SF, and then Point Reyes is down here, then Los Angeles. And I'm like, isn't Point Reyes up here and San Francisco like right over here and Los Angeles down here? Anyways.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
this is 20
Because
million
now
years
look,
ago.
then it goes back up.
And then, look,
Yeah.
11 million years ago, it got a little farther. Point Reyes gets farther from this, and then Los Angeles, Point Reyes get farther. And this abducting plate is up here, no more so.
Mm-hmm.
And then today, San Francisco's here, Point Reyes is kind of near it, and LA is much farther down, and this is California as we know it
Yeah.
today. And then in 10 million years,
from
California's going to look
now.
all wonky as hell.
It does look wonky as hell.
LA is going to get a little bit
Mexico's
closer.
all the way up here, and then it's like Mexico's like, this is good turn California. Sorry, Mexico.
And then Point Reyes is different. Okay, let's see. The first continental sliver that included Point Reyes broke off the landmass and joined the Pacific Plate as it moved northwest. Cool. More of present-day Southern California was transferred to the Pacific Plate, and Point Reyes continued traveling northwest along the fault boundary. I don't know which way northwest is. I don't. Much of coastal California and Baja have now joined the Pacific Plate. Point Reyes has traveled almost 300 miles along the San Andreas Fault. Wow, she be traveling. And then in 10 million years, the plate boundary will likely shift inland east of the Sierras. The Gulf of California will expand, and most of California will be transferred to the Pacific Plate.
Wow.
Over millennia, the tectonic boundary has shifted inland as small pieces of the continent have joined the Pacific Plate. Today, the San Andreas Fault is the active plate boundary where relative movement between the plates averages 2 inches annually. In the future, the plate boundary will move inland east of the Sierras. As the process continues, North America will be radically altered. I like that this is just this is like,
2 inches
it's just
is
a
like
summary of like what
that
we
big,
just read up
probably.
here.
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe
Let's continue.
we could wait.
So y'all have mask on?
No, just because I
Don't want to put your mask on? Yeah, you just did though.
I didn't.
Mine's still on my ear.
It's fake.
Not fake.
Hopefully they'll stop and read that for a while.
Oh, like we did? Maybe we're gonna have to let them pass, like the cars. We like to do things slowly.
We like to be very slow. We look at
Ooh, look in here.
We could do some stuff slowly in here. Under the mat tree thing. Really slowly.
Stop it.
Bringing malfunction. I forgot for a second.
Oh wow. Look. Don't step on the foliage, but there's a giant mushroom.
Oh shit.
Actually, I don't think it's a mushroom. Is it? I don't know. I want to touch it.
Touch it. Do it. I feel like.
It's a mushroom. It doesn't. On the top, though, it doesn't look like a mushroom. The top layers.
Yeah.
It looked like it was part of the tree.
It's growing. It's fungus.
So it's poisonous and I die.
No! Not funny. Maybe those berries. We eat?
No.
I eat.
Stop it.
Hungry. Berries. Crazy.
Ooh,
I think they're just blackberries.
maybe. You a botanist?
No, I'm not a botanist.
Do you trust yourself with your life?
I mean, I keep myself alive every day, so.
Okay, fair enough. Let's eat some berries.
No! Because I think berries are supposed to go on bushes, and that's on a tree.
What does this one say?
Baby has to read this one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Tectonic Blah, blah, blah. Plate tectonics.
Okay, wait. Tectonics.
Plate tectonics is happening beneath you. Ooh, look at the little map around here.
Coco's plate.
Wow.
Nazca plate.
Where's our plate? Pacific plate. Okay.
She huge. We got the biggest plate. No, African plate. No, she's big.
We are
Eurasian plate is
riding
hella
on one of our 14 major tectonic plates comprising Earth's surface. Moving on currents created as a mantle circulates deep within the Earth. These plates are changed by the dynamic forces that move them. Though you may not feel it today, tectonics is happening beneath you as the North American and Pacific plates grind past each other. Elsewhere, along the global tectonic boundaries, plate material is created and destroyed. Ooh.
Wow. They fit together like a complicated puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
See? Transform boundaries, divergent boundaries, and convergent boundaries.
Nice. Okay, so this one. For kids.
Andre's fault is a transform boundary, apparently.
Yeah.
Continents move.
Go ahead.
There's magma under the ground.
Uh-huh.
The land we
That's
walk on
exciting.
is moving on top of the magma.
Oh, yes, I like this logic.
Some places, Earth's magma erupts from volcanoes.
Hmm.
A long time ago, all of our continents were together. Pangea. At that time, South America and Africa were neighbors.
Hmm.
Earthquakes happen. Continents have been moving for a long time. We learned all of this in like 2nd grade.
We did. Imagine being in space looking at the Earth for a long time. You could see, or you could watch the movements move. Wow.
Let's do that. We should go to space. To watch them move.
Yes. I think you would have to set up like a camera there and then just have a time lapse on it
Yeah.
for a while. For like 11, how many, did it say 11 million?
No, not million.
I think it did on the other
No,
slide.
I did say it, but no, it wouldn't be that long. Maybe just 10 years.
I think the camera will definitely be obsolete by then. And whatever storage media you decided to record it on.
Funny. See those?
Oh, look at the bees on this one. There's a big bee right there.
Shit, busy. Bumble? She said, grab the nectar.
Mm.
Not a very good insect camera.
No, not as good as my other one, but it's still pretty good.
Lovey, let's go to put some space between us and these people.
Okay. Ooh, more dill. You don't believe me that it's dill, but it definitely is.
No, I believe you that it's Jill. It's just funny.
They've been making lots of pickles up here.
Ha 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 ha. Cute boyfriend check. I checked these fucking ugly. I'm the boyfriend.
Okay.
Anatomy of an earthquake. Beneath us, where the North American and Pacific plates meet, friction binds the fractured rock along the fault.
Mm.
As decades turn to centuries, stress causes strain to build until rocks reach their breaking point.
Mm.
Overcoming friction, the fault slips, releasing seismic energy and causing earthquakes. Seismic? Oh no, wait, maybe it's seismic energy.
Yeah.
Seismic energy and causing earthquakes. Earthquakes are forces of unpredictable change that rupture our world. The Andreas fault system is a complex series of many faults that extend 780 miles. In this system, the San Andreas, Hayward, and Calaveras faults, among others, allow movement between North American and Pacific plates. I said that one fast because they're on their way.
Oh, okay. I was like,
For kids, hidden power.
Hidden power. The San Andreas fault is at
Work here, deep
is at
underground.
work here,
It
deep
doesn't move
underground.
very
Hey,
often,
hey,
and we
hey!
can't see.
Taking over my reading.
It'll make me faster.
It doesn't move very often, and we can't see it on the surface. What we can see are the twisted hills and valleys that form after many earthquakes. Wouldn't it be great If there were a superhero who could lift up the ground and show us the fault right under our feet. Wow.
That's the rocks.
What does that say? West Martin. Oh, the school.
That one's cool, yeah. Funny. Wouldn't it be great? Yeah, it would be great.
Four kids.
You want me to read it or you?
The fence jumped 16 feet during the 1906 earthquake. One side of the fence jumped 16 feet. It all happened in less than a minute. Earthquakes often damage things that people build. The 1989 Loma Prieta quake caused part of the San Francisco Bay Bridge to collapse. If you and a friend have been here on April 18th, 1906, shaking hands on either side of the rift zone, you would have been pulled apart about 16 feet.
By just your hands, too.
I see that here. Wait, let's try to get that. Don't know if you can. Crazy. Stretched.
That's so funny.
Wow.
One side of the fence here jumped 16 feet.
That's pretty big.
Is that post over there?
Oh, you think it is?
No, probably not.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, it said something else.
No, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's not.
On the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the little.
Cloud?
No. Looks like a farmhouse. Or that might actually be the school.
Bathroom or something?
School, I think. Could be. Gotta wait. They passed us. They said we were taking too long.
Yeah, we're the ones to do that.
Someone seems angry. Creepy. It's hot in this sun. Ah, sweaty. I don't want you to touch me. Stop.
Okay, can you get us all now?
What does your shirt say? The best things in life make you sweaty. That's why you're trying to touch me.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to touch you.
It all makes sense now. Funny. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, are they taking a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're taking a picture. There was an ant on me. It was that ant. He's running all crazy. Okay. Oh, they're parting ways, that's why.
Maybe that's where I remember walking.
Okay, ready?
The trail goes along those posts. I don't want to do that.
Let's go. I think we'll be okay.
I can get those.
Ready to read?
You want a picture?
No, I don't read in front of other people. I read in my head.
You read in your head?
No, I
Gotta
can't
read
in front of other
aloud.
people.
Go ahead. Turn up the volume. Play. Starting at the 1906 how do you say that? Epicenter, offshore near the Golden
A
Gate,
little more.
the San Andreas ruptured along its north length. As the fault slipped and the ground shook, Point
there we go.
Reyes moved northwest up to 20 feet. The fence above you,
1, 2, 3.
split by the rupture, remains as one piece of evidence marking the movement. The blue post marked the active fault trace. Climb the stairs, stand on the mantle scar of 1906, and imagine
for that to happen.
it happen again. Who is this woman?
It didn't fall down. 1 minute is a long
Gilbert.
1 minute is a long
In the
time.
documentation of the Great Quake, Alice Eastwood, pictured here, was more than just an ordinary field assistant. In a world of science dominated by men, her accomplishments conveyed her love of science and the geology that shapes California. Preserving the San Andreas. Point Reyes National Seashore contains one of the longest undeveloped sections of San Andreas Fault in northern California. It is a reminder of Earth's power and a laboratory for future study. Let's go up.
Is that blue? It doesn't really look blue.
What?
That fence? The post.
Did it say it was supposed to be blue?
Uh-huh. What the
I hear it. Uh-uh. It is blue.
So they're saying that and that were one piece, or this is just part of the original fence,
I'm not sure.
and that's where it was, or something.
I think so. That one to this one.
Maybe. I couldn't really tell.
I couldn't either.
I was like, this is confusing words.
Also, wasn't really paying attention to what I was reading because
What?
I said also I wasn't paying attention to what I was reading because I didn't like the people there.
Me too.
You want to go back and read it again?
Yeah, we can go back and read it again.
Okay. Or you just want to wait for them to leave?
I'm trying to get some more space.
Agree.
Because even as we were reading, they fucking were standing there, and I was like, what are you guys doing? I started reading, okay, now leave so we can get some distance between us. I'm not trying to hike with y'all.
I know. And they're elderly, which I would assume they would like
Want to get away.
be distanced
Yeah.
because of corona and all.
They're definitely not elderly, they're just older.
I would say they're elderly.
Absolutely not.
I would say they're at least like 50, 60.
No, I didn't think they were that old.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Would you think Nona's like 70?
No, I wouldn't think none.
Yeah.
I feel like I see people and I'm like, I don't know, 30s, and they're like, oh, I'm like 45, and I'm like, are you
Yeah.
really? Age doesn't really seem to matter that much. The fence above you. Okay, the ground shook and Point Reyes moved 20 feet. The fence above you, split by the rupture, remains as one piece of evidence marking the movement. The blue post marks the active fault trace. So the blue post is where the active fault was and or is.
Uh-huh.
Like that's where the San Andreas fault is. And then the fence. Oh, okay. So this was part of that,
Oh, I
didn't
see the
see that
fence.
fence.
Okay.
and then it moved.
Okay. Let's go back and show this. So this fence right over here was there. And then when the earthquake happened and shook, the fence went over there.
Pretty far.
What? That's crazy.
I know. But then because the fault, I guess, is right there.
Yeah. That's the line. The fence is marking the line of the fault. Huh.
The post is marking the line.
Yeah. Weird. How did the fence
I don't really know.
go above the stairs?
Well, there wasn't stairs. in
Okay.
1906.
That
I think
makes
it was
sense.
just a fence. And also, I don't think it was like, I don't think it just moved over. I think it like moved and like broke and fell and stuff, and they fixed it to like kind of show you how far it moved.
How far it moved? I don't know, because if you look at this, it's like a
I think they did that on purpose.
clean cut back. Maybe. You're
though.
right.
I would think they did that.
You're right. Okay. Splitting wood. Earthquakes are strong.
Strong.
Let's keep going.
Do I look pretty here?
You do.
Can you see my phone?
Yeah. Do you ever give me your phone?
Yes, before I went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take pictures here?
Yeah, it's cute over here.
Okay.
What? What?
Okay, just got done taking pictures. We're
Yeah.
back.
Depending on how long this mask thing lasts, you think that like in like a couple years when people start like aging a little bit more, they're gonna have like more age lines on like their forehead and stuff because like you can tell who's like not wearing sunscreen, and then everything below is gonna be fine because it's all protected from the rays.
Oh, from the mask.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
So it's like, oh, I could totally wear. So I feel like you never wore sunscreen because you'd be looking a little bit more aged in your forehead.
No, not so much. Just because I feel like people don't really wear the mask for long periods of time.
Well,
And I feel like
they're out.
when they are out, I don't feel like it's long enough that it's on to actually make a difference.
Look at that.
Like you wear it in stores, you wear it in like places where like a lot of people are, but it's genuinely like shaded or something. It's not like out on like a beach. And even when we are on the beach, people have their mask on
Sure.
or off.
I guess so.
Pokey, yeah.
I almost got you. You gonna let it get me?
Spiky. You take a spike?
I took a spot.
You want to know what I used to do all the time?
Took them off roses.
Let me see. Oh, you can't really use that one. Hold on.
I'd always take them off the roses because they come off really nicely. They're not coming off nicer with these ones though.
At all.
This one kind of came off.
I just
nicely.
dropped it. Okay. No, it would need to be thicker. I'll show you with a different one at a different time.
Rose.
Bridge. Ooh.
Wow.
What's on this side? Oh, wow.
It's like Avatar. Swamp benders.
Swamp benders. Oh, you're talking about The Last Airbender.
Yeah. I didn't see the other Avatar.
Really?
Mm-mm.
It's really good.
Well, I watched it once, but I don't remember it.
Oh. Okay.
Me or you?
I'll do it. For kids, an earth-shaking day on April 18th, 1906, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake shook the city of San Francisco. Buildings fell, including the dome of City Hall. Streets were torn up by shaking. And then the fire started. Because there wasn't enough water to put them out, the fires destroyed most of the city.
Wow.
This is before, and this is after.
Damn.
Artbook. Okay.
Date, April 18th, 1906. Time, 5:13 a.m. Magnitude, 7.8. Duration, 45 seconds. Holy shit. Damage, 400 million, up to 5,000 dead. Epicenter, offshore, south of Golden Gate. Without the benefit of modern building codes, much of San Francisco was reduced to rubble and ash. Perhaps there is no earthquake more infamous than the Great San Francisco Quake of 1906. When the fault awakened at 5:13 a.m. on April 18th, initial shocks tumbled some buildings and buried people beneath rubble. Many more perished as fires consumed almost 500 city blocks, sparking chaos and igniting fear. Memories of uncontrollable earthquakes are burned into our minds by the grief and uncertainty left in their wake. As the fault ruptures, violent shaking crumbles buildings, taking lives and rocks the foundations of society. Wow. Scary.
Yeah.
The burning San Francisco.
1989, without warning, as the great San Francisco quake becomes part of the distant past, many of us ignore the faults that run under our roads and homes. Masked by development, they are easy to forget until a major quake strikes. Wow. 62,000 fans packed Grand Sticks Park.
Candlestick.
Oh, I thought that was a G because of the...
No.
Yeah. Anyways, Candlestick Park for the 1989 World Series, and the evening rush hour was underway. No one was expecting the Loma Prieta quake, striking the Bay Area without warning. It collapsed sections of the highway, caused major damage in San Francisco, the Marina District, and caught us by surprise. Wow. Date, October 17th, 1989. Time, 5:04 p.m. Magnitude, 6.9. 20 seconds in duration. $6.8 billion in damage. 64 dead. Almost 4,000 injured. 60 miles south of San Francisco in the Santa Cruz Mountains was the epicenter. Crazy.
Wow. That's crazy.
Ouch.
Aww. My poor baby and his flippity floppy.
I think something bit me. I think it was one of the ants, probably. Because it stings now.
Ouch.
Oh no, battery's on 6%.
Oh, shit.
I don't think we're going to make it out of this in time.
Oh, you think the fork is the one that like ends?
Yeah, I
So
think
it
that
goes in a
too.
circle, yeah.
Is that another big mushroom over there? No, it's just wood.
Funny.
Yeah, I think we're definitely coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, because they're reading. Perfect. For kids. A train jumped its tracks. Well, it doesn't really look like it jumped. Looks like it kind of fell over.
Yeah.
On April 18th, 1906, the 5:15 a.m. train to San Francisco from Point Reyes Station first swayed to the east, then to the west, and then fell off the tracks. Nearby roads were cracked, barns were knocked over, and fences were split apart. The earthquake that shook San Francisco caused so much damage here that it took scientists many years to realize the Omil Valley was not the center of the quake.
Yeah. Epicenter of geological study. While aftershocks still rumbled in 1906, geologists sought to unlock the mysteries of the San Andreas. Tracing the rupture to Point Reyes, Andreas, they encountered broken fences and shattered structures marking 16 to 20 feet of movement. Through their discoveries, modern seismology was born. Generations later, the fault and the science are still active at Point Reyes. Defense repair in the Olema Valley movement resulted from the 1906 earthquake. See, wow. Science evolves. Oh, wait, made this one. Digging up earthquake history. Here along the San Andreas, paleoseismologists are uncovering the historic record of ancient earthquakes. By studying the active fault trace and searching for long-term patterns, these scientists hope their work will give new insight to the frequency of earthquakes. Get that thing. I want it. 2 millennia ago, the Chinese artifact, this one, was the apex of earthquake science. Using this instrument, the ancients could determine earthquake direction. Today, computer seismographs record seismic waves. Even the once familiar Richter scale has been replaced by the more accurate movement magnitude scale. Along faults like the San Andreas, new discoveries continue to shape our understanding and will one day eclipse our present-day science.
Wow.
Wow.
What's the
It tells you
significance
what
of this?
I read it. Did you listen?
Oh, I was not. I don't know.
This was pretty cool.
Oh, this was the. Got it. The instrument
Interesting.
to determine the quake direction.
It just looks like frogs and alligators.
It does, yeah. I think that's dragons and frogs.
Oh, you're right. It's totally dragons.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Funny. Oh, you'll hold my hand. You just don't let me hold you back.
She said, "Were you even listening?"
Yeah, you guys weren't.
I was zoning. I'm sorry.
What am I reading for then? Am I just to hear myself talk?
Yeah, I like to hear your voice. It's probably why I was zoning.
Wow.
Soothing.
Shut up. Oh yeah, big one.
Oh yeah, there's just
That looks
one. Oh, it looks like there's two more. What?
Go smile.
Yeah.
People behind.
I know. You want to speed read it?
I can speed read it.
Go.
Searching for meaning. Since the beginning, people have used a recipe for science, culture, and religion to explain unseen forces that shake the earth. While many of us believe that science offers the best explanation, some cultures interpret earthquakes as visits from vengeful gods. Locally, the Coast Miwok people have a number of traditional stories to explain quakes. Whatever you believe, earthquakes have shaped our lives, mythologies, and understanding of the world. Earthquakes are caused by a fellow lying underground, face down, arms outstretched before him. He moves his fingers and that makes the earth move.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Smith, Coast Miwok. I was within a stone's throw of that city hall when the hand of avenging God fell upon San Francisco. The ground rose and fell like an ocean in ebb tide. Fred J. Hewitt, San Francisco Organic Examiner. These are the ingredients for understanding earthquakes.
Wow.
Philosophy.
I like how this ingredient is just earthquakes. Yes, I love it. Okay, let's go on this one.
You speed read this.
For kids. At one time, our ancestors all over the world believed angry giants or magical animals made the ground shake during earthquakes. They didn't know the cause of the shaking was hidden deep beneath the surface. Parents told the children stories about these terrifying events. This helped people explain what they saw and felt. Cave people, what happened?
That's good drawing.
Yes, I love it.
Fun.
Okay, we have 3% battery, and I think there's only one more. It's over there. Do you see it?
I see it.
Okay. Pretty. I wish all of it was green.
I know, right?
We should have came. I want to say what? February? So then it's more green after the rains.
Do you want to wear the kid one or the normal one?
For kids. Prepare before the quake. If you live in earthquake country, you must be ready. Have water, flashlight, batteries, and a first aid kit. Canned foods, a radio, and warm clothes stored in a safe place. Make sure everyone in your family knows where your earthquake kit is kept. Have a family meeting to talk about your earthquake plan.
Nice.
Oh, a fire extinguisher as well.
Nice. Smart. Are you at risk? Anyone who chooses to live or travel in this landscape shaped by the San Andreas Fault system, must know that earthquakes can strike at any time. Whether standing here in the fault zone or elsewhere within its reach, we must examine our risk before the next big quake. Being prepared will help us cope with the inevitable damage and disruption. Are you ready? When an earthquake strikes, it is too late to think about preparedness. Make emergency plans. Keep food and water on hand and secure potential falling objects. Indoors, find safe places to wait out earthquakes. Outdoors, watch out for falling trees, lines, and poles. Falling lines, trees, and poles. Being prepared could save your life. Retrofitting saves lives. Using frames to anchor and support buildings and roadways, retrofitting strengthens structures built before modern earthquake safety codes. While costly, the expense of retrofitting is small compared to the value of life and property that will be saved.
I agree.
Where we choose to live, the type of soil or rock we live on affects the amount of shaking we will experience. Solid rock will not increase earthquake shaking. Soft matter such as mud, artificial fill, sand, or clay will. Where is your home and how safe are you? Okay, let's see. Stable bedrock, shaking is not increased. Ground failure is unlikely. Unstable bedrock, slight shaking is increased. Prone to landsliding on steep slopes, if decomposed or water saturated. Unconsolidated soil, shaking is increased. Mud and fill, shaking is really increased. Okay, let's see, where do we live?
You're reading too fast. All these, they just sound like gibberish to me.
You're not listening hard enough then.
I am listening.
We live up in this area. Okay, Concord. So we live like over here. Antioch, we live over here.
Oh, wow.
Is there an Antioch fault?
Except,
So, mud and
no,
fill?
because look, Antioch on this, there's, Antioch doesn't go, this drawing is not
This is Susan Bay.
accurate, because Antioch is over here,
Pittsburgh.
and Pittsburgh
I
is
think
right
this
next
is the
to
fault. I
Antioch.
think this is the Antioch fault. See how these big
Ah,
faults?
I see, you are correct.
So we're in Pittsburgh area, and
So
it looks
we're right
like
here.
it's
Literally.
looks like it's unconsolidated soil and or unstable bedrock. I can't really tell. I think it's unconsolidated soil.
I do think so.
Oh my god, I thought it was a bug, but it's just a fly on me.
Dramatic.
I am. Walnut Creek. Yeah, we're like over here.
So where are we right now?
We're not
we
good.
are,
We're not good. We're not on top of the San Andreas Fault. We're right here.
yes, Point Reyes Station.
Mud and fill. But then some stable bedrock.
Okay.
We need to go to stable bedrock. We need to move, baby.
We're fine. I feel like after the big one in San Francisco, at least in California, a lot of the building codes and things have been significantly improved.
But still.
Still, you are correct. But I feel like before all of those building codes, they were just essentially putting cards together and making card houses.
Oh my god.
Big birds.
Big bird.
Just a crow.
Puppies on bed.
Oh, lots of little puppies.
Oh, and this is where we went. Fork.
And this is the fork.
Did we went the right way?
I think we
People
did,
seem to
yeah.
be going the way we went.
Because it was saying what to do, prepare, how to, it was like wrapping it up, I think.
I kind of feel like preparedness and earthquake maybe like in the beginning stuff. No, you're right, because the beginning thing, it was like,
Yeah,
what is an earthquake?
yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I think we went the right way.
Did we read this sign?
Not
We
out
did.
loud. We read it in our head.
Okay. Goodbye, Earthquake Trail.
Bye, earthquake trail.